Hello everyone, how are you? It's Linda. I'm a demonstrator for Stampin' Up. I wanted to show you this card I made. This is made with the new Awash with Flowers set. That's only here for April, and then they will reintroduce it back into the new catalog coming out in July. I have a couple of steps on here, so I thought I would do this video in 3 parts. The first part I'm going to show you is actually how to, I don't know if you can see in the video, but I have an oval circle here I did with the Big Shot with the textured background, and that's with our new lattice that will embossing folder that will be coming out in May, so a couple more weeks. So this is a little sneak peek. So the first video part, I'll show you actually how to place. Here's the Awash with Flowers set. It actually comes with 2 boxes. Here's your solids, and then this is your outlines, and here's the back of them. Now I buy the clear ones. They are, well, there's 2 reasons. I like that you can see through them, and you'll see through this next part 2 video when we put together the flowers. But it's also, these sets are cheaper, and they're probably cheaper about between $3 to $6 depending on the set. And I think it just pays for itself in the beginning anyways. You buy a whole set of these blocks, but after you buy a few sets, they end up paying for themselves, and then you'll have them always. So this is how I store my blocks. I just have a little container like this, and I have a bunch of them out because I'm going to use them. I have them all set up and ready to go. So first, let me show you on this video how to, this is how I store them, by the way. I keep them in the rubber piece, just because when you have small pieces, if they do adhere to the back of this, but I don't want them to fly away. Not literally, but they do tend to pop out and you don't notice them. Let me show you how to put this on here. Here's it looks like a part of a leaf, the filler. This is the filler set. And then here is the stickers. And there's a little, see this little slice? You just want to peel that away. And since this is a little sticker, it's kind of, okay. And then you also have a sticky on the back of this. So I'm going to peel that away. Like so. You want to line up your rubber right to this outline, and you'll see the outline when you get them. Press it down, and there you go. It's on the back. So then what I do is I just pop it back in, whichever, wherever it fit before, just because this is a tiny piece. I don't want to lose it. Alright, so that's the first step when you get these. You just peel them off. You can keep them, like I said, they can adhere to the back here, so when you close it up, you can see that. And what's nice too is you can then take your clear block and kind of measure, okay, that's too big for that block, but this one fits perfect. Alright, that's a real quick tutorial there. So the next step is we're going to create this oval shape with the textured background, and you need your Big Shot for this, like so. Now what I did is I took the back of the Stampin' Up, you know when you get your designer paper and they come with that cardboard, it looks like I just used 1 sheet here. I cut out the oval circle with my Big Shot. So what's going to happen, let me get my white paper. Here's the lattice from Stampin' Up. This is the lattice, the new one. See how, it's probably a little close, but see. I line it up and I put it in here straight. Now this can differ depending on how thick you make this. If this is real thick, then you don't need as many layers, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. But then what I did was I cut this pretty much perfect. Actually, it's a little bit over, so then what I want to do is just line it up so it's centered, like so. And then you take, this is our tabs, and it tells you different ways how to layer. But the way I'm going to use it is I'm just going to place mine. I'm actually not going to do that. What you might hear about is wedges, and this is just a piece of cardstock, just a scrap piece. I didn't need to put in both of my cutting boards, because then it would have been too thick and I couldn't run it through. So just by adding a little piece of paper, you may not think it, but it does. And I just, by moving this, made it have to line it up again. And I'm just looking on the back to line it up, make sure I'm even on all sides. So then when I put it down, I'm just going to put it there. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of my cutting blades. See, I didn't use both because I have that wedge of paper in there. And sandwich it like so. And then run it through my Big Shot. So let's see how it comes out. Now the reason why you don't get any, let me move this out of the way just to make sure. Oh, there you go. I don't know if you can see that. I'll kind of move it around. Now the reason why you don't get any, you would think you would, being that it's inside, but see, by having this extra layer, it doesn't let the paper touch. It doesn't let the rollers touch the lattice part, I guess is the best way to say it. So when it's like this, by raising it, it doesn't get the imprint of the lattice on there. I don't know how else to explain it. But that's how I do that. Now if for some reason you have to test it, and you might need two wedges in there, you might need 2 cutting boards. Depends on how thick you have it. Now this, if I were to move these tabs back, I might need both my layers. So it depends how you set it up. But I would test it first on your paper, on just some scrap, and then you'll know. So anyway, so there is the oval circle. That's how I achieved that. So like I said, it was just with the thin backing cardboard from the Stampin' Up! Designer paper. Let's see what this one's from. Oh, this was from the To the 9 specialty, which we still have right now. So that will be the end of this tutorial, and then I'm going to show you how to do the Awash with flowers. It's a really cool set. I love it. Yep, you can do a lot of colors with it. So thanks again, and we'll see you on part 2. Bye-bye.